Hey guys, welcome back. It is your favorite Gimp with a Limp, and I'm back now with some more Heroes of the Bitter Harvest. Let's jump right back into where we left off. When we finished off in the previous video, I didn't know if I was coming back or not. Obviously, I didn't come back, so we're jumping in here. And I do believe the Germans, the Nazi Germans here, had conducted an attack. They had shot. They got a shaken result, but nothing else. So it is my turn to do something. And I noticed something here, actually. If I look from my T-34 right here, I can actually trace a line of sight right down these hex sides to, what is this? A Panzer IIIJ down over here. All right, so I can do that attack. I was thinking that was blocked. I thought I was going through that hex, but it's not. Now, they've actually changed some of the rules on this, and I believe, if I'm right, that this would just be considered open, but I'm not 100% sure. I know they used to knock it down to degrading, so we're just going to call it degrading and go with it. I'm not 100% sure that I'm right on that, but it makes sense to me, so we're gonna roll with it. We're definitely sticking with close enough. Close enough is good enough on this, so we're going to take our shots, and I'd rather have more shots than less shots. With our T-34 here, firing down on this Panzer III. I am going to give him the penalty for crossing the hex side or going along the hex side to the Panzer III, but he's firing on the front of the Panzer III, so it's not that big of a deal. And we should be at middle range because we're definitely not within 6, I don't believe. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're like 8 hexes out. So yeah, we are going to be at 13, which means we're needing a 6 render, and we're adding +1 to that, which means we're going to need a 5 render. Nothing else is going to affect this, so that's not too bad. I did switch out my dice tower to my bigger one. I love my big skeleton dice tower here that the missus got me, so I got to use it when I can. All right, so let's see. We need a 2d6 roll of, I think it is going to be 5 or under. I think that is the only thing that is going to be affecting us on the ordnance. I'm eyeballing our table here, but we're only getting a 1 because I'm just giving him the +1 for degrading terrain being along the hex side there. Yeah, see, per degrading terrain here, it's a +1. It's not horrible. Again, I don't think I'm 100% right, but I want to go with it anyway. All right, so let's roll, see what we're going to get. Is he going to get it? Oh, he got the 5. He got the 5. Are you kidding me? He got the 5. He got the hit. Boom. Boom. He's getting good rolls. All right, T-34 is getting a 4 added to his, but the Panzer III is getting a 3 added for his armor. And I don't think he's getting anything else for the terrain. No, he is not getting anything else for terrain. Definitely not. There's like some light bush in there, so that shouldn't give him any bonuses, I don't believe. All right, so gray will be for the Germans, red will be for the Soviets. Soviets are getting to add 4 to their penetration value, and the for their penetration value rather, and the Germans are getting to add 3 for their armor value. So the Germans need to roll high on this one. Oh, they did not. Oh, he got him. He picked him off. Boom. This is not going well for the Germans. Here, I've got to get a wreck marker because we have just taken out another Panzer III. Boom. Just like that, we will throw ourselves a nice little wreck marker there and take out another tank. They've got more, but they're assaulting such a hard position here. And I just don't think their armor is going to be enough to stand up to it because the Soviets have such a good penetration value with their weapons and in decent ranges. They're just going to light the Germans up as they come up. All right, so we are back to the Germans. We'll draw ourselves a card and flip this over, see what we are going to have. The AEO doesn't have anyone in the close threat range. They don't have anything for like counter orders or anything. So in a 0 terrain modifier hex, closest to a player unit victory condition, move towards closest to a player unit fire. Basically, they want to move forward and fire if possible. And this is where we're going to start trying to implement our battle plan with our Germans here to move them into rubbly terrain. Okay, so how do we do this? How is this going to work the best way possible? That Panzer III was supposed to go there, but that wreck's going to give them a terrain modifier as well. Yeah, that's target modifier of +2. And I think the rubble would be +3. Where's rubble? Yeah, rubble is +3. All right, we definitely want to rubble some buildings. All right, we've got a Panzer IV-G here, Panzer IV-F. They haven't lost that much. What have they lost? Oh, they have lost one of their Panzer IVs. All right, they want the closest one to fire, but the first order is to move, but in a 0 terrain modifier. And I do believe all wheat is 0 terrain modifying. Where is it? Yeah. They get 0. They get 0 for the wheat. So all of these guys will work for that order. And then it comes down to things like firepower and armor and who you're going to go with. And since it's mainly Panzer IVs left, I think there's 2 Panzer Js, Panzer III-Js. I might move them first. Here's the problem the Germans are facing. They have it to where 3, that Panzer, that T-34, that T-34, and that T-34, all of them are getting the in place thing, which means they are not, because right now I'm not worrying about the numbers that I'm rolling on my to hit rolls, because it doesn't matter since the armor values were pretty much the same. But it is going to matter when we're firing on these guys, because their hull hits are going to be negated. So firing at them is actually a worse off bet, because half of the shots are just going to miss. I might be better off firing at that KV-1, even though it has good 7 and 6 armor. Basically, the 7 from the front, they are going to be so hard to penetrate. T-34's got 5 and 4 with a half chance to miss. Oh, but if they hit, it's against the turret, which would mean that it's only a 4 armor. It's decent. Maybe we can take out this T-70 though. And I want to start rubbling the building, so I think that's what we're going to do. I'm rolling these ideas around in my head. If we push him forward, we could rubble. I would rather risk that Panzer IV though, because if I push this Panzer IV forward into this building hex, he could rubble that and turn to face those guys and start putting fire on them. We're going to move our Panzer IV. He's going to go forward. And I'm thinking we're going to do an assault move with this guy. We're going to get the rubble. Okay, so we are rubbling this building. I'm going to put it on top of him so I remember it. And we are going to try to take out this T-70. That'll remove some of the firepower that we already have against these guys. And they're already shaken. And I think we can get some results. Yep, I knew that. So just checking it. A vehicle that is already shaken that receives another shaken result will go ahead and abandon the vehicle. So that might be a good thing. It very much increases our chances of actually removing some of these vehicles from play. So yeah, definitely going with that. We are going to be getting the modifier though, because we're assault moving. Yeah, we're assault moving. It's less than half. Definitely less than half, but I think that's going to be a +1 for moving. No, +2. It's only a +1 if you're using some of the modern stuff where they're better able to move and fire. So we're getting a +1. It's not going across anything else. So yeah, should be just the +1 on the fire. Okay, we can do that. Let me actually grab this assault move so I remember I'm doing that with him. All right, so he is moving forward. He is firing onto the T-70, trying to get the hit, but he is getting the +2. That is not too good. And for our Panzer, is this 4F? Yeah, it is Panzer 4F. His gun is not quite as good. He's not as close, so he is going, oh my God, he's going to need a 3 or better. That is horrible. But at least he is in a position to where he's getting some extra defense from that rubble. All right, let's try to see if we can get this shaken result. Come on, get him. Oh, is that a... Oh, how? Oh my God, how is he getting exactly what he needs? Oh, these dice are rolling low, man, low, ungodly low. Damn. Damn! I can't believe he got it. No kidding. Fool, just getting me like that. All right, got the hit. This is a problem. All right, so T-70's got some lower armor. T-70 has 3 at the front, 3 at the turret, so again, it doesn't matter which one he hits. And his penetration value is a 2. So the Germans are adding 2, and I am adding 3. It does not matter, though, because pass, fail, whatever here, I still have to pass morale check, and they're already shaken. So there's a good chance that vehicle is going to be abandoned. All right, let's roll for it. Oh, the Germans nail him. Boom. Just like that, they get the hit, and they have taken out this T-70. That T-70 was pretty much a goner regardless. Damn. Now that could start to end up being a problem for some of my guys if they start taking these guys out by making them abandon their vehicles. All right. And I think I'm going to have to pass because I don't have lines of fire anymore. This puts it in a situation to where they're going to move forward and then conduct their attacks. So they're basically getting some free shots on me. So I have to hope my tank survives the hit. But now all the frontal tanks are ones that are in place. So that's a little better. But this KV-1, he's up on a hill. This KV-1's up on a hill, so he can be reached as well. So that can work out in their favor. They've got lines of fire to them because it's like sloped, right? So they can see them because they're at the edge of the hill. I mean, that's essentially why I put them there. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else. I don't have a line of fire with anyone who hasn't fired. This guy's too far back. I'm keeping them there as just like a safety net. That line of fire is blocked. He's already fired. That line of fire is blocked. That's blocked. And that one's blocked. Okay, yeah. We'll do another card for the AEO. They don't have anyone at threat range. Execute counteractions. There are no counteractions for this thing. No. I wonder if counteractions are where they do their airstrikes. I think airstrikes are listed down here in the battlefield actions. Let me thumb through it real quick just to make sure. Okay, so I was looking and I didn't see anything specifically about the air power coming in. So I'm thinking I'm just going to use... I was thinking I was going to use like execute victory conditions or fire offboard artillery as the term for it. I think I'm going to stick with that because this has move offboard units on map. And this technically is an offboard unit, but I don't want to have that be it. So yeah, the next time I draw a card that has anything about firing artillery or anything like that, or says execute a victory condition, those two things are what I'm going to use to call in the Stuka dive bomber. We'll stick with it that way. And I think that'll work for us. All right. No one at close range. We don't have counteractions again for this specific scenario, unless I missed them, but I don't think I did. Oh, and I knew I forgot it. I told you guys in the previous video I forget that special rule. I'm not going to worry about it. The +1 the Germans are supposed to get because they're already at a little bit of a disadvantage anyway, cross an open field, so don't worry about it. But yeah, I don't see anything for counteraction, so we're not going to worry about that. For them, they have highest firepower of their unit closest to a shaken. They already took out my shaken. Closest to a player unit with an action marker. Move towards. Okay. And they're doing assault moves. And it looks like this one is the closest one to one with an action marker. Yep. So they can get that Panzer 4G. They got to move up. They got to go for it. They got to get the rubbling going. They got 10 movement points. I think it's 2. It's 2 or 3, but that should work to rubble that. And screw it. We'll just do it that way. We'll rubble them all. Let me grab some more rubble counters. I'm actually running out of rubble and wreck markers. I'm gonna have to start using something else as a wreck marker because there's so many wrecks. All right, we'll knock this down to rubble. Put that right there. All right, so he's rubbling his way through, and he's definitely going to take a shot. And I'm trying to decide, do I want to go after the T-34s with less of a chance to hit, or go after the KVs where I've got to beat that high-ass armor? Okay, so I had to look it up to remember it. If the hit is greater than 2 and an even number, it's going to hit the turret. So that's what I am looking for if I'm going after those guys. And that's what I think we're going to do. Well, actually, let's see. This Panzer 4G here. Is he within 7? He is within 7. So he's got the better chance, which means he needs a 9 or under, but he's moved. So he's adding 2 to that. So he's needing a 7 or under, which means that he could only hit him on a 4 or a 6. Oh, so bad. So bad. Because a 3... Yeah, we're going to count a 2 as the turret as well, because these guys will get raffle snopped otherwise. So a 2, 4, 6 will hit the turret. A 3, 5, or 7 will hit the hull, which means he won't hit at all. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll take our chances against T-34. We got to try to get some hits going against him. And should I go after... I think I'd be better off actually going after this one, because this one has not fired yet. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to go after this one up here, because it's also a T-34. There's no reason not to go after one that hasn't fired. That way I don't have to worry about him this round. If we can potentially shake him. Okay, so he's getting +2, needs a 7 or under to hit. And now while it might not be able to penetrate, at least it negates hull hits. Well, if it negates the hull hits, does he have to become shaken? I think since it negates the hit, it just takes it out. So it can only potentially shake on those hulls. So we need a 2d6 roll, but we need it to be even. So this is going to be hard on him, but let's see if we can get it. All right, even number. Oh, God. Yeah, that's an even number, all right? That's an even number, but that is a ungodly miss. Ooh, you suck. All right, that does not work for them. Oh, well. Now brings back into me, and I got a chance to take out another one of these guys. I think since that is a Panzer 4G, I want to go ahead and use my KV-1 up here. We're going to fire down on him. So here's the thing. I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm actually going to give him the shot, because he might not have taken the shot, but it's the fact that there's this wheat field here, and the wheat field is blocking, right? But I'm kind of mulling it in my head, because I might make a house ruling on it, because I did let him shoot up there, but I'm kind of thinking that he's firing up, right? And they're seeing him over the edge of it, and he's kind of firing through the tops of the wheat field, and that's where his shot's coming from. And it missed anyway, so I might, I want them shooting at each other, so screw it. We're going to say that he can take his shots and just go with it. No biggie. We're going to have a little fire going on. I think, honestly, I should probably say that it can't, because of the fact that he's on a hill and he's looking down, and there would be a shadow coming from the wheat field. But hey, they're shooting through the stalks, right? That's where their shots are coming from. But we're going to fire our KV-1 up here on the hill, looking down, trying to fire onto this Panzer 4G. And can he get the hit at... Is he within 6 X's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, he is just within 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, exactly 6 X's. And he's getting a +3 for the rubble, though. +3 for that rubble. That is going to bring him down to a 5 or under to hit on that. Oof. That's why I wanted him in the rubble, to give him that extra defense that they were going to need. All right, here we go. Roll for it. Did he get it? No, he missed by 1. No, he missed by 1. Oh, you suck. God, I thought he had him. Oh, I thought he had him. Shoot. All right. That's all right. That is all right. That's okay. You suck, but we'll allow it. All right, here we go. What are they doing? Closest to fire. Closest move towards. Move offboard units onto map. So basically still looks like we're doing our moving and firing. We're going to move up the Panzer 3J. Where is that? What are those armors? Frontal. I think I want to kind of scoot that Panzer 3 over this way. Give my Gs the best chance. So we're going to move this G up and have him turn to fire as well. That way he's going into this rubbled hex. And he is also doing a little assault move. Screw it. I'm not going to worry about finding an assault move counter. Fire works just as well for my purposes because he is making a little shooty here. And it doesn't matter for our purposes. We're adding the modifier to him. He's getting the +2 for moving. It's already going to be hard for him to hit. And since it is going to be harder for him to hit since he's moving, we're going to fire at that KV1 up there. And he's definitely within the 7 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, it's 7 hexes. So that Panzer 4G is firing up there. He does need a 7 or under to get the hit on the KV1C. Does he get it? Oh, he definitely gets it. Snake eyes, baby. Damn, he should have fired at the T-34. Oh, he would have got the hit on the emplacement. Oh, no. Oh, it was so horrible. I should have done it. Damn, I can't take it back now. All right. He has, for penetration, 5. Ooh, this could be bad. This could be bad. He's got 5 penetration, but the KV1 has 7 hull armor, turret and hull, doesn't matter. So he is good there. Ooh, okay, so red die is getting 7. 5 is getting added to the gray die. Does he penetrate? Does he penetrate? Oh, no, he does not penetrate. Not even close. They get, 11 to 6. Not even close, but we do have to do a morale check because they can potentially shake this guy. Is he going to pass? What is his morale? His morale 6. I think he might be good. No, he is shaking. He is shaking. Like, who's going to shake in a KV1? Who is going to shake in a KV1? You can't be damaged. Your armor is so much. You can't be hurt. Come on, you pansy. All right. I do need to remember the fact that they're getting some target acquisitions. I never remember these counters. Never remember these damn things, but I do need to use them. Okay, so he fired, and damn, now I can't remember which one he fired at. I think he fired at the T-34, and now I need another one for dummy over here. He fired at the KV1 using some different counters so I can remember which is which. All right, I'll leave these sitting out so I actually remember them. All right, good deal. So the next time they go to fire at them, they will get a bonus. And I think I fired with him, and I don't remember which one he fired at. I think he might have killed him. So no big loss. If he did kill him, yeah, because there's a wreck over there. That's probably who he fired at. All right, so who are we going to fire with? I got some choices. Here. My KV1 is already fired and shaken, so, oh God, they might be able to get that KV1. I can fire up here with this KV1. Yeah. Get something going there, down this slope, right down to the hill. He's far enough out there, he can get that shot going. Look at that, little bangy bang bang going on. How many hexes is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Yeah, it's going to be a medium range. Yeah, we'll take it. Because he's not getting... Well, no, he is getting that... Oh, that rubble. God, he's only going to hit on a 3. I gotta take it. I gotta do something because I can start getting those acquiring bonuses. I can start getting those acquiring bonuses, make a difference. All right, come on, take a shot. Do good. Do good. Oh, do good. Oh, he hit him. He hit him. That's what I'm talking about. Damn, I am getting some good rolls on these. Oh, God, how did he hit it? Okay, I'll take it. Penetration at that range is 4. His armor is 3, and I don't think he's getting any terrain modifiers for that. Yeah, no modifiers for it, just 4 and 4. He's got, 4 and 3. He's got penetration of 4, they got 3. The Germans definitely need to roll high on this one, or it's going to go bad for them. Oh, yes, that went very bad for them. That went very, very badly for them. Oh, poor guys. Poor guys. All right, they lost a Panzer IV-G already. The Germans are just getting ruffled here. And I'll tell you what, since this already has a rubbling hex in it, I'm not going to worry about adding that wreck marker because we're not going to need it. That's already a terrain modifier and there can't be extra ones there. So no need to even worry about it. And he was getting the acquiring bonus too. All right, they've got to call in their airstrike, but I don't know if we're going to get it just yet. Okay, so I drew my card here for the next impulse for the Germans, and they did get the execute victory conditions, which when I was reading over it again, when it comes to bringing in off-board aircraft that has to do with rolling doubles and this, that, and the other, and when they come into it, I'm not worried about all that. The card came up, we're going to give it to them as far as being able to bring in their Ju-87. However, we're probably going to wait until the next video to run that part of it because there's a little bit of different stuff that is done with it. The counters do have some interesting abilities, right? When you're looking at your Ju-87, like this one has 2 machine gun attacks, so it can attack a couple of hexes with the 2 firepower machine gun, but 1 with its ordnance as well, the bomb, right? So 4 firepower, which essentially they get to drop on any hex they want to, and it's against the weakest armor that the unit has. So it can go after one of my T-34s against their weakest armor, or it could go after that KV-1 and pick its weakest armor, but KV-1's weakest armor is 5, so it's pretty strong. T-34 is a 3, but they're in place, so there's benefits and there's drawbacks to going after either one. They could go after that leader and take him out, which would be a huge blow to them. But anyway, like I said, we're going to pick this up on the next one. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do is have them do their Stuka attack. And I am going to let them use their machine guns, even though they're not doing that as far as the rest of the tanks are concerned, but not to destroy, just potentially to shaken the Soviet tanks. That's it. They're not going to be able to take them out. You know, the Stuka's got its cannons, it's coming in, firing its cannons, so it might be able to shake the crew, but that's it. I'll probably just do that as an opposed armor roll as well. See if they get lucky on their attack. But we'll do that on the next one. We got to figure out which angle they're coming in from. Really doesn't matter because there are no AA assets for the Soviets, so it's not going to make that big of a difference for them. But we'll let them make their attack, see if they can get maybe some shaken results, and then try to drop their bomb, and whether it's going to be against the commander KV-1 or maybe one of these entrenched or emplaced T-34s, because taking out either one is going to be good, and they really need that right now because the Germans are getting picked off as they're coming along up here. It's just so hard for the Germans because they are having to push in against a rather well fortified force up on a hill that has good lines of sight and emplaced units. It just makes it so much harder. If anything, I think the Germans should probably have 2 or 3 more tanks to account for the amount of forces that they have to bring in. But, you know, to be fair, I am house ruling some stuff and taking out machine guns as far as the tanks are concerned. So it has thrown it off just a little bit. But I am definitely having a blast with this one. God, I love the map with the hill and the Soviets up here. Just having the lock and load tactical counters on the table again is just great. I am having a freaking blast with it. So you guys stay tuned. I will be running that air attack on the next turn or the next video, and let you guys see how that plays out. And we'll see if it can swing things back in the favor of the Germans, or if the Germans are going to just get raffle stomped as they try to push up against the Soviets. All right, that's going to be it for me. You guys take care. I'll catch you in the next one.